press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello children, how are you? I hope that all are doing good, is it? So today I am here with you with the same lesson which we are continuing today's class, is it? The name of the lesson is packing. Here there are three friends, that is writer, the name of the writer is Jerome, and he had two friends, that is Harris and George. So they have a lot of fun while packing bag. Okay, while packing bag they were enjoyed a lot, and always you have seen that you have understood in the last lesson that how writer is used to. He was packing his bag, again he was unpack it, again he was searching for the thing, again he was having a lot of trouble with the toothbrush. Okay, so that is one of the what called one of the trouble for the writer, and also it gives a misery to the writer. Okay, so that is the forgetting of the toothbrush at home. So because he is explained a lot of things, so how he was forgetting and how he was packing it and how he was unpacking it. And one more thing is here writer likes too much to pack bags, and he took all the responsibility, and these two friends are enjoying it. Okay, enjoying the side that the writer is how he was packing bag and how he was unpacking bag, and they were having a lot of fun with the writer. Okay, so this lesson is extracted from a novel called Three Men in a Boat. Okay, so this is one of the novel of Jerome, and he was a writer and also humorist too. Okay, so this is about the last class. So let's begin with this today's class. Here they began in a light-hearted spirit, evidently intending to show me how to do it. Okay, here in this line, writer says that these two people, who Harris and George, so now they have took the responsibility. They have took the responsibility of pack the hampers. Hampers means it is a basket which carries for a food. Okay, so they took the responsibility to carry the things which is related for food. So now they were in a very excited mood. Okay, so they were giving a taunt. So what is the intention here? To give a good impression on the writer. Okay, that you are a good in packing bags, but you are not. To show that kind of attitude, so they were in a cheer up mood, and evidently, clearly intending to show me how to do it. So it is clearly that, so they are having an intentionally, so they were having in a cheer mode that, so they are doing a better job than the writer. Okay, so then it is. Then next is, I only waited. With the exception of the George and Harris is the worst packer in this world. Okay, so here writer says, so he was not saying anything, he was just waiting for then how these two guys are packing their bags. Okay, and here he is explaining that with the exception of George. So okay, George is quite good at packing bag, but not Harris. So he is the worst packer in this world. Okay, he is not packing his bag in a proper manner. Okay, in an exact manner. He always used to pack the bags in a like messed manner. Okay, so like that he is comparing. Exception means a person or a thing that doesn't follow the general rule. Okay, so that is called exception. And I looked at the piles of plates and cups and kettles and bottles and jars and pies and straws and cakes and tomatoes, etc., and felt that the thing would soon become exciting. So when the writer was thinking that let's see how these two friends are going to pack this bag. So suddenly when he looked at the things, so what are the things are there? They have to pack in the basket, that is bottles, kettles, then jars, then pies. Pies is a kind of a snacks, pies. Okay, sweet snacks. There is then straws, cakes, tomatoes. So all things are there. Now it is going to be a very exciting one for a writer. He thought that. Then it did. they started with the breaking up. Yes, actually, what I am expecting. So this is going to be a very interesting one. The first thing they had done is done by the friends. That is, they have break a cup. Okay, that is the beginning of their work. That was the first thing they did. They did that just to show you what they could do and to get you interested. So why they have done like that? So just to show that attitude to the writer, that the writer has to give an interest to their job. Okay, what the job they are doing for packing that hamper. So that writer has to show the interest on them. So for that sake, they have break a cup. Then Harris packed the strawberry jam on top of a tomato and squashed it. They had to pick out the tomato with a teaspoon. Okay. So then Harris has messed all those things. So what he has messed? Then he packed the strawberry jam over the tomato. Okay. So over the tomato he kept a strawberry jam. Okay. Then it was squashed. Strawberry jam, it is in container. Okay, so over tomatoes he kept the container of a strawberry jam. So because of the weight of the container that jam was consisted, so then it was squashed means crushed, squeezed. Okay, so then they had to pick out the tomato with the teaspoons. So how they have removed that squashed tomatoes? They are removing from the basket with the spoons, with the teaspoons. So like that they are packing back. And then it was George's turn and he thrown on the bottom. Okay. So George's next move on to the George. So how he was packing here? Thrown on means stepped on. He was stepped on a butter. He kept his leg on a butter. I didn't say anything, so I am not saying. So writer he is on a table. He was looking at each other. Okay, looking at friends that how they are doing here. Okay, he is not saying anything. He is not replying to their act. But I came over and sat on the edge of the table and watched them. So again, he is explaining here now that he was sitting on a table and he is watching at them. So how they are packing bags. So you can see in a picture that how writer is used to sat on a table and how these two friends are messed all the things, that is food things. Okay, so which is, and you can see the picture that George was stepped on butter. Okay, so this is the thing they had done here. Then it irritated them more than anything I could have said. I felt that. So packing hampers, that is food. So that is one of the irritating things for these two friends. But writer is not saying anything to these two friends. It made them nervous and excited. Okay, so now they are nervous. They feel nervous. Harris and George, they feel nervous. How can they pack the bag? Then they stepped on things. Again they stepped on the things. Put things behind them and then couldn't find them when they wanted them. And they packed the pies at the bottom and put heavy things on top, smashed the pies in. Okay? So everything is messed up and everything they had kept there, whatever the things they needed, they kept there on the floor. And wherever they want, they are not getting it properly. They are not getting an exact time. So again they are finding where it is the jam, where it is the bottle, where it is the butter. They were finding it. Okay, when they need it and they were not getting it because it is all everywhere. It has on the floor. It was spread. All the food items it was spread. Okay, and later he was explaining that who has kept here not mentioned, but someone has kept the pies at the bottom. Okay, and there on the top they have kept the heavy things on the pies and whole pies are mashed. Okay, it was smashed. Then they upset salt over everything. Upset means overturn everything as for the butter. I never saw two men and do more with 1 and 2 pence worth of butter in my whole life than they did. So then they were searching for the butter. They were turning and looking here and there for a butter. That is called overturn. Okay, overturn again and again. They are searching here and there. Where is the butter? Where is the butter? Okay. I never saw two men or do more than 1 and 2 pence worth of butter in my whole life than they did. Okay. So for a butter, how would they are searching? So right away he was having a fun with these two friends. They are searching like they have lost some special thing. Okay. So that is here. After George had got it off his slipper, they tried to put it in the kettle. Okay. So then George was where he was got the butter. So it was in a slipper. Okay. It was in of the slipper. Then they tried to put that butter in a kettle. Okay. So kettle it is a vessel which is used for a cooking tea. Okay. That is called kettle. Preparing the tea, that is not cooking, you can say cooking or preparing tea. So that butter it was put in the kettle. It wouldn't go in and what was in wouldn't come out. Okay. So when they were putting that butter brick, it is in a form of brick, it is not a butter like that. So it is in a form of brick and they used to put inside the kettle. But that one it is not going inside, that butter is not going inside. And how much they have kept and it was not coming out. They did scrap it out at last and put it down on the chair. So they made all the things scrap. Okay, scrap, you know, so which is unwanted means materials where we are throw it. Okay, for recycle, that is called scrap. So they made it a scrap, and again at last they put that butter on the chair, and Harris sat on it, and it stuck to him. So when they have kept on the chair, then suddenly Harris was sat on the chair. So it was stuck to him. So it was stuck, means it was stick to his pant. Then they went looking for it all over. So they don't know that where they have kept the things. Okay. So these two people they didn't know about where they kept their things and how to keep inside the basket. Okay. So when they were searching, so it was stick into the clothes of Harris, and here and there they were searching again and again. Okay, Harris and George. I will take my oath. I put it down on that chair, said George, staring at the empty seat. Okay, so now here writer says, I will take my oath. Oath means to swear upon something. To swear upon something, and he is saying, I put it down on that chair. So I have to put that thing on the chair. So writer is saying here. Said not writer, that is Harris said that, and staring at the empty seat. So he was saying, yes, I have kept on the chair, but where it was, he was swearing that, he was taking out. Okay, yes, God swear I have kept on the chair, but now it is not there, it was empty now. Who said here? George said. I saw you do it myself, not a minute ago, said Harris. I said you that I will do it myself. Why you done like that? Okay, the Harris said to George. Then they started around the room and again looking for it, and then they met again in the center and stared at one another. So they were in a nervous and they were searching here and there, they were roaming whole room and they were finding the butter. Okay, and they were not searching. Again these two friends. So when they were roaming and they will come and meet in a exact point of place, and again they went for searching. Okay. Then most extraordinary thing I ever heard of, said George. So it is one of the most extraordinary thing that I am searching this butter in a whole room. So mysterious, said Harris. So it was so mysterious that where the butter has gone. Okay, so that is. Then George got round at the back of Harris and saw it. So how the George has went around the Harris and he saw that so butter was stick into the dress of Harris, and now here they have found the butter stick, butter brick. Why here it is all the time, he exclaimed indignantly. Okay, so here he says that indignantly means in a manner of indicating anger. So George was mentioning to Harris in an anger manner. I have told you so many times, don't do it. But but you are doing again and again in an exclamation. He has given an exclamation expression, okay, that is in an anger. Where? Cried Harris, spinning round. Where is the butter he was spinning? Who? Harris was spinning. He was spinning that, he was turning around and he was searching that. Then, stand still, can't you? Roared George, flying after him. So George said that in an anger manner. So, can't you? You have to stop. You have to stand properly. So I will get you that butter, he said. And then they got off and packed it in the teapot. And then suddenly George has removed that butter from the Harris, and they were kept in a teapot. Now another incident begins. Okay, so these are two friends. They were having a lot of fun, and all the situation, the scene, it was looking by the writer. He had a lot of fun with this situation. Okay, with this scene, how these people are enjoying here, finding a things. Montmorency. So here there is another character that is called Montmorency. Montmorency. It is a pet dog. Okay. Montmorency, it is a pet dog. Was in it all, of course, Montmorency's ambition in life is to get in the way and be sworn at her. So Montmorency's main intention is to, so the people when they were doing some work, it is interfering in that work and later it gets scolded. Sworn means to get scolded. That is the ambition of his life. Okay. So what is the ambition of Montmorency's life? That is the pet dog's life. That is, he used to interfere in the work of the people. Then again he got scolded. So that is his ambition. That is his goal. Then he feels relaxed. After getting scolded, he feels relaxed. If he can swim in anywhere where he particularly is not wanted and be a perfect nuisance and make a people mad, have a thing thrown at his head, then he feels his day has not been wasted. Okay. So how he was doing, what the thing that is the dog is doing here. If he can swim means to wriggle or twist. So he was wriggle and he was twisting. So wherever he find a place, he can move inside. He was go here and there. Wherever he find it easily to go here and there, he just go it. Okay, anywhere, wherever he wants to go, he can go it with his flexible kind of his body. He can go it, and particularly he is not wanted. So where he is not going to enter that place, particularly that place he is entering. That place he is going. Who? That dog. And be a perfect nuisance. Be a perfect nuisance. He created a nuisance, means he disturbed to the people. To cause an inconvenience. Nuisance means to cause an inconvenience here. And make people mad. And make people mad means he gives a frustration. He gives an anger to the people. Okay. Things thrown at his head. So when people were angry at him, then the people are throwing things on at his head. Then he feels his day has not been wasted. So when people will throw something on his head and he was disturbing to the while some people were doing the work, while he was disturbing, so people will get angry and they will throwing something on his head. So then he thought that my day was completed. Okay, so my day was not wasted. It was completed with his intention, with his ambition. Who thought it is? That is pet dog. That is Montmorency. To get somebody to stumble over him and curse him steadily for an hour is his highest aim and object, and when he has succeeded in accomplishing this, his concept becomes quite unbearable. Okay, to get somebody to stumble means to trip over a hurdle, over him and curse, scold. So he get interfering with somebody's work, he gets scolded. Okay, him steadily for an hour. So he was scolded for 1 hour. He was interfering in the work. Okay. Then is the highest aim. So what is the highest aim? So he was disturbing for an hour. This is the highest aim of a pet dog, that is Montmorency. and object, and when he has succeeded in accomplishing this, his conscience become quite unbearable. He thought that yes, I have done my part of job. Then he feels proud. Okay, so who dog feels? This Montmorency feels proud about himself. Okay, this is the thing. He came and sat down on things just when they were wanted to be packed, and he labored under the fixed belief that whenever Harris or George reached out their hand for anything, it was a cold dump nose that they wanted. So this Montmorency was came on the spot of where they are keeping all the food items in the basket. So both Harris and George, they were finding that so which one they have kept and which one they have to keep inside the bag. So suddenly they got the cold dump nose of Montmorency. Means he kept his mouth in the basket. Okay. So whenever they were searching inside the basket, so he kept his mouth inside the bag. So there he says here, the writer says that they will caught Montmorency's the cold nose, dump nose, the wet nose. Okay. And he worried and he put his leg into the jam and he worried the teaspoons and he pretended that the lemons were rats. So he kept his leg inside the jam bottle, okay, and then he worried about the teaspoons. Then again he was thought that he was pretending, he was making an pretending means he was imitating that, so that lemons are rats. So who is doing this? That is Montmorency is doing here. So here it is thought that the lemons were the rats here. So it was pretending that he was playing with the rats. Got into the hamper and killed 3 of them before Harris could land in with the frying pan. Okay, so he was get into the hamper. He was searching into the hamper that so which are the things it is there, what are the things are there, and he was searching and he thought that the lemons were the rats. Okay, and suddenly one of the 3 friends, that is Harris, went there and he was hit from the frying pan on his head. Okay, Harris could land in with the frying pan. He took a frying pan on his hand, then he was beat on his head. Harris said, I encouraged him. I didn't encourage him. So Harris said that you were encouraged about this act, what the dog is doing right now. So this is about you. Okay, so it was said by the Harris to the writer. A dog like that doesn't want any encouragement. It's the natural original sin that is born in him that makes him do things like that. Okay? It's his natural quality, okay, the habits. So whatever the things the Montmorency is doing, it is the natural birth. It is a natural signs of birth. Okay? So when he was born, he was brought all with the characters. So what he was doing, it's not about my encouragement. Okay? It is not about my training. Okay, so this is the thing. Then the packing was done at 12:50. It's almost they had finished the packing at exactly 12:50. And Harris sat on the big hamper. Okay, so here Harris, after they finished their packing of hamper, so Harris, how fool he is, he was sat on that hamper. Hamper means it is a basket which contains of food. So he was sat on it and said he hoped that nothing would be found broken. And he says here, I hope that nothing would be broken inside the hamper. He was sitting there. George said that if anything was broken, it was broken. Now George said that if anything is going to be broken, means let them broke. Okay, we are not worrying right now. Which reflection seemed to comfort him. So by showing like that, by telling like that, they are in a comfortable manner. They are not worrying about whatever the things had broken and whatever things were not broken. Now they were not worrying about it. Okay. He also said he was ready for bed. We were all ready for bed. So after that, they were finished their packing hamper at exactly 12:50. Now they were ready on bed. Now they are ready to sleep. Okay. Now the bed is also ready to sleep. Harris was to sleep with us that night and we went upstairs. Okay. So Harris was slept with us that night. So the three of the friends, they were ready to sleep on that night, and but Harris also slept with the Jerome and also George. Okay, and they were three of them. They were went to upstairs for sleeping. For sleep, we tossed for beds, and Harris had to sleep with me. Okay, so tossed means they were thrown themselves on the bed. They were thrown themselves on the bed. That is called tossed. On bed for beds, and Harris had to sleep with me. So that Harris was he had slept with Writer. He said, "Do you prefer inside or the outside?" Jerome said. Okay, Jerome. J means Jerome. So Harris asked that, "Do you want to sleep inside or outside?" Okay, so he asked to the writer. I said I generally prefer to sleep inside a bed. So generally I like to sleep inside bed. Okay, inside bed means in between inside the bed, not in the corner of the bed. Harris said it was odd. George said, "What time shall I wake up, fellows?" So it was odd. You are going to sleep inside bed. That looks odd. That looks not good. So now, while that, George asked the question to writer and also Harris. So at what time we shall have to wake up in the morning? Harris said 7, and I said no, 6. Harris said that at 7 o'clock we are going to wake up, but writer says no, at 6 o'clock. So we are going to wake up because I wanted to write some letters. So why he said that he is going to wake up at 6 o'clock? Because he wanted to write some letters. Harris and I had a bit of row over it, but at last split the difference and said 6:30. So Harris and writer, they are in an argument that when they were wake up, okay, is it they were wake up at 7 or at 6? But later they have split the time. Okay, split the time means they had split it. They had divided the time, like they were get up in the morning at exactly 6:30. That is 6:30 means it is 6:30 in the morning. Wake up as at 6:30, George, we said. Yes, we will wake up at 6:30. It's not 7, it's neither 6. Okay, so in between 6 to 7 we will wake up at 6:30. They were decided. George made no answer, and we found on going over that he had been asleep for some time. So we placed the bath where he could tumble into it on getting put in the morning, and went into bed ourselves. So here there are some interesting things again they have done at last end of this lesson. So what they have done here, George made no answer, and we found. Okay, so now George was not said anything about the timing, so he is also away for the time. And on going over, so when they were going there, so that he had been asleep for some time. So George was not sleeping for a while. Okay, then but these two, Harris and Writer, they were slept. So we placed the bath where he could tumble into it. So here the Writer and Harris, so they kept a tumble. Tumble means it's to feel quickly without control. Okay, so they kept a what called a vessel, so which is a bucket, you can say bucket or vessel, which is filled with water, and that they kept near the bed of the George, where he used to sleep there. And so we placed the bath, that is the bathtub or a bucket or a vessel they have kept, where he could tumble into it on getting out in the morning, and went to bed ourselves. Okay, so what they have done here, they were planned for something, the writer and Harris. So what they have done to George, so when George was wake up in the early morning, so he has to get inside in a bathtub. Okay, that is, it contains with the water. Okay, and they were now here it is they wanted to fun with the George. Okay, so now after that when he will wake up at 6 o'clock, at 6:30, so he will be get inside in the bath. Okay, that he becomes too cold. So this is the lesson. So they were all enjoying in a funny manner. Okay, and they had a lot of fun actually while packing bag, while packing hampers. So the Montmorency, the fat dog, So like that he was describing the each and every character, each and every detailed things about the lesson, about a story. Is it? So which give a humorous thing, a humorous ideas he created here. So this is about the lesson. I hope that you all are enjoyed this lesson. And so here I wanted to give some questions to you because you have to check out yourselves. So here there are questions here like how many characters are there in the narrative? Name them, and don't forget the dog. So the dog is also one of the characters here in this lesson. Why did narrator Jerome volunteer to do the packing? And how did George and Harris react to this? Did Jerome like their reaction? What was Jerome's real intention when he offered to pack? What did Harris say after the bag was shut and stamped? What do you think he waited till then to ask? What horrible idea occurred to Jerome a little later? Okay. So these are the questions. Only few questions I have chosen from the text. Okay. So you have to think it and write it, answer. Okay. So this is about the lesson. I hope that you all are enjoying the lesson and you also had lot of fun with this lesson. So all of you, we will meet you in the next learning vlog. So till then, all of you stay at home, keep learning. Thank you.